is to give you a quick overview of the department's strategic plan. That's a general overall strategic plan of the Department of Water and Power. It's the first time we've embarked upon such. And Stephon Tucker is going to make that presentation. It will be, like I said, a general overview, and we're hoping to get your input, and that you will contact us via email, telephone, letters, or what have you, and give us your input into our plan. I'm going to turn it over to Stephon Tucker, who will provide this draft framework for the strategic plan.
Mission statement, if you will. We are a publicly owned utility committed to providing clean, reliable water and power in a safe, environmentally responsible, and cost-effective manner with excellent customer service to the communities we serve. And one of the reasons why I'm here specifically is to get comment on some of these statements that we've developed. So this is your chance.
The reason it caught my eye because I saw the verb committed, and I really think you have a duty, not a commitment, a duty to provide. And that's why I have seen other mission statements, and this one doesn't seem to fit.
Specific to your cost-effective, what's the difference between cost-effective and efficient manner? There's also an element, as the lady pointed out, the electric surplus net revenues are diverted to the general fund. Other city or other municipal utilities may be doing the same thing. However, it should be indicated here, you have customer service. If you're going to put 8 to 12% of the net surplus revenue from the electric into the city, is the city also the biggest customer in the service?
It is a customer of ours, yes.
Hi, Barbara Monahan, Burke, Studio City. When you say excellent customer service, she couldn't understand what was sent out, and I couldn't either, and I'm going to have to call up. So it's not excellent customer service if what you send out is unintelligible.
A couple questions or thoughts. One is you have we right at the beginning. Who is we? Why don't you say the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power? Because as opposed to we, I could say, you know, it's the employees, it's the union, it's the management, it's me. Who's we? The second thing is I'd like to emphasize Dr. Williams from El Sereno. The concept of cost efficient, I think, is an inappropriate one. I think it's cost effective. I think that it should be cost efficient, because then you can benchmark it against various other entities. The third point is I would want to have something about in an open and transparent environment. You know, we're going to get the level of information that, you know, that everybody would like, so we have a better understanding of what's going on at the Department of Water and Power. Appreciating very much the fact that it's much better than it was a few years ago, but I think it still could be much more open, especially with regards to the financials and the operational statements.
Thanks. One more. We'll move on.
The problem I find with this mission statement is the terms can be broadly interpreted whichever way you want. So it's like any change in administration, whether it could redefine environmentally responsible or cost effective or reliable, whatever. Under this mission statement, you know, it's loose enough you could say, somebody could interpret, you know, we're the only supplier of water, the only supplier of electricity, because that's what cost effective is. Rather than doing what the citizens need to the minimum degree necessary, what they can't do themselves, and that's the purpose of government, is to do what they can't do themselves. So I just find that I don't have any suggestions how to pin it down, but to me this is so broad and sweeping that you can make it say whatever you want it to say.
I have a question about the process of this exercise.
Real quick, let me address two things real quick. Number one, Jack, to address your issue about we, this statement will always be in the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power's strategic plan.
So it's easy to change.
So when it's in the Los Angeles Department of Water strategic plan, to start off by saying the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power is committed to, would be a redundancy. And second, the reason why this is,
Mission statements should be able to stand alone and it doesn't, if you are, as I learned about mission statements and drafting them, that a mission statement should be able to stand alone. It could be put anywhere and you would know that that is the LADWP's mission statement. So you have to identify the corporation or the owner in a mission statement or even in a vision statement. Exactly.
Just to address your point real quick, this is kind of the top level statement in our entire strategic plan. And it's got to be broad enough to capture a lot of the elements that are in the goals and what have you, which will change over time. As goals are completed, more goals are added. So the mission statement has to be broad enough to make sure it captures that and does not have to change every time a goal changes. And somebody had one more comment.
Customer service, the last item in your mission statement. You define customers as the ratepayer of the City of Los Angeles, or you define it as the City of Los Angeles as a whole?
It's for everybody that we provide service to.
Right. And later on, you're going to go through strategies for reaching those goals. I was wondering if does that include outreach, getting input from the customers as to how you can improve your service, as opposed to, I've been to the service departments where you walk in and sometimes it's a long line, sometimes a short line, sometimes you can't take a credit card. In other words, there are other various ways to improve the customer service at that level. But the level that I think the people here in this room are concerned about is working with neighborhood councils and citizenry and ratepayers in general to improve customer service, which I don't see that anywhere in your strategic plan. There's not a single mention of working with neighborhood council groups or groups in the City of Los Angeles in general whatsoever. This seems to be driven strictly internally. So can you clarify that?
I'll tell you, could you actually hold that point until we get to the goals, and then we can raise it again? That's a little early. Now, I'm going to cut off the questions for the mission, otherwise we would be here
I'm just
for
talking about procedure.
yes.
My question has